So, look, I've had a car or two in my time. 31 previous cars, in fact, and not that long ago, I normally have two cars and decided that, it's impractical, it's silly, it's ridiculous, get rid of it. And just downsized to one car. And I downsized from a 2012 Land Cruiser Prado and a 2001 R34 GTT to just the Prado. And I thought I was going to be fine with it, and I thought it was going to just be easier. And it turns out it's boring. It's really boring. And so as a result, I've accidentally bought number 32. And number 32 is like, honestly, it's probably like no other car I've had. I've had four-wheel drives. I've had obviously old JDM cars. I've had some vans, combi vans, high-ace vans. I've had quite a few Subarus. And while some people would say they're similar to this car, I would argue after driving it for a day or two, they're not in the same category. They're just not. This particular car is just in so many ways better, but in some ways worse. You know what I mean? Like it's this car is supposed to be, this rally-bred race car, but it's full of all sorts of driving aids and beeps and noises and whatnot, and that was unexpected. But nice to have some creature comforts in a kind of daily car, and you would call it a hot hatch. It's certainly well known on the World Rally Championships, and it's, like I said, it's like nothing I've had before. And so I thought I would show you through it and give you my 2 cents on initial impressions, and then we'll talk about potentially what I might do to change it over the coming weeks to essentially make it my own. So let me show you what it is. Already clocked it. It is a 2020 Toyota GR Yaris. And at the time of purchase, I would argue that it was probably the cheapest one advertised in Australia that didn't have a written off title. So picked it up on the weekend, so like 4 days ago. Amazing seller, really nice guy, made it very easy. And this one has no modifications, completely stock, has seen some road use, has 50,000 kilometers on it, which is really low for this year. And the only real problem at the moment with it is that there are some definite stone chips through the bonnet, and just little bits of paint blemishes that I think we can fix up and make nice. And then the other piece is that at the moment it sounds like a vacuum cleaner. So we actually got a lamb speed catback exhaust thrown in with the sale. So probably the first thing I'll be doing is a bit of a paint correction, and then after that, throw that exhaust on, and we'll do a stock exhaust versus lamb speed exhaust sound test and see what the preference is. I'll be honest, the lamb speed exhaust looks extremely obnoxious and loud, so it may not be for me. But we've got to try these things. Long story short, whilst I have had Subaru WRXs in my time, none of them handle like this. None of them sound like this. None of them are set up like this. Like, they're just not a comparable car. I don't care what you say. And that's good and bad. There are things about the Subaru that I love, the boxer engine. And there are things about this that I think I will grow to love. But there are drawbacks to this as well. Like, this car is miniature, it is tiny. And so that's going to take some adjustment because I do like to have a little bit of room in the car to put things in. And like this one, while it has back seats, you can't use them. They're good for absolutely nothing. Maybe an overnight bag, maybe. And then the rear compartment is also tiny in the hatch. So things to look out for. So in the coming weeks, I'll obviously get my first impressions. I'll do some paint correction. I'll do the exhaust and give a bit of a rundown, some updates and see how we go and throw off the videos and yeah, see how it goes. So come along for the ride. Subscribe to this one, and if you're interested in this car, let me know. If you've got one, let me know. If there's things I need to know about, let me know. Otherwise, yeah, catch you in the next one.